Don't move.
I ain't moving. What's up?
You unlock it?
Huh? Reach right there. Man, just
Don't
reach
worry
right
about
there.
it. You keep your freaking hands out the window and shut your mouth.
I'm chilling. What's up? I'm chilling. Officer. I'm cool. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Look at me. I'm doing that. What's up? Come on, man. You resist me. Y'all wildin'. Come on, y'all wildin'.
In the shadows of a routine stop for cigarettes on November 24th, 2022, military veteran Braxton Smith unknowingly becomes entangled in an encounter with Officer Justin Peppers of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Little does Smith know that this seemingly mundane event will unravel into a distressing encounter, exposing the darker facets of police conduct and raising profound questions about rights violation, aggressive searches, and the specter of racial profiling. The story begins at a gas station convenience store where Smith purchases a pack of cigarettes and meets a friend in the parking lot. Little does he know, a patrol vehicle starts circling the area. As Smith drives away, a patrol vehicle with lights and sirens blaring tails him. Smith, cognizant but not alarmed, slows down to signify compliance with the impending traffic stop. About 300 yards ahead, he seeks a safe spot to pull over and promptly begins recording the encounter on his mobile phone, mirroring Officer Peppers, who has his body cam active.
It's off.
Put your hands out the window.
Ever since they fired Brian Marson, they're playing hard for Cadillac Williams, man.
Don't move.
I ain't moving. What's up?
I don't think they're going to retain
Can you unlock it?
Huh? Reach right there. Man, just
Don't
reach
worry
right
about it.
there.
You keep your freaking hands out the window and shut your mouth.
The recorded footage reveals a disturbing narrative from the get-go. Officer Peppers initiates the stop with an unexpected level of aggression, immediately ordering Smith to turn off his car and place his hands outside the driver's side window. The situation takes a darker turn as Smith is physically grabbed, silenced, and subjected to a series of aggressive commands. Officer Peppers, claiming a high-risk traffic stop, amplifies the tension, seemingly without any apparent reason. Background research into Officer Peppers reveals a troubling pattern. In 2021, he issued citations for dark tints on a couple's vehicle multiple times, leading to accusations of stalking and harassment. A restraining order against him was later dissolved by a judge, adding a layer of concern to his behavior. The climax of the encounter sees Officer Peppers violently pulling Smith from his vehicle, throwing him to the ground and placing him in handcuffs. The search that follows is invasive, with Officer Peppers questioning Smith about a medical marijuana permit, an irrelevant and baseless inquiry given the circumstances of the traffic stop.
You have a medical marijuana card, sir?
Oh.
No. Smoking out with 240.
How's it going, Joey?
Okay.
Put your foot on the ground. You're not under arrest. But I have to read your rights so that I can let you talk to me and ask you questions. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to an attorney before we ask you questions and have an attorney present during questioning. Can't afford an attorney. One will be appointed for you at no cost before question begins. And if you answer questions now, you can stop at any time to consult an attorney. You understand all that?
As the incident unfolds, it becomes apparent that Officer Peppers is not just enforcing the law, but actively seeking reasons to justify his aggressive approach. Smith, still seated in the patrol vehicle, is read his Miranda rights, indicating that he is officially detained. The lack of clear justification for the stop raises serious concerns about the lawfulness of the entire encounter. A deeper examination of the situation points to potential racial profiling, as Officer Peppers seems to harbor a disdain for Smith. Officer Peppers later admits that the reason for the aggressive stop is Smith's delay in pulling over promptly, an insufficient rationale for such an intense traffic stop. The unlawful nature of the traffic stop is compounded by the officers searching Smith's car without consent. Officer Peppers, in an attempt to find any justification for his actions, questions Smith about irrelevant matters, further emphasizing the arbitrary nature of the encounter. The illegal detention persists, with Officer Peppers threatening jail, adding psychological pressure.
I haven't been put over this level of aggression in a long time.
Well, you see it as aggression. I see it as officer safety.
Guess what? When the lights go on, let me find a well-lit area. I've never had a problem.
Okay, so you're probably going to go to jail because what you're saying Doesn't make any sense. There's no more lights here. There's probably less lights here than there are on the street. You don't have to apologize. I'm just asking you what you think, man. What's your last name?
In a surprising twist, Officer Peppers, unable to find grounds for arrest, claims he won't charge Smith with fleeing. This gesture, however, appears disingenuous, designed to create an illusion of leniency while avoiding potential repercussions for an unjust stop.
Trying to set up a defense for yourself. Because what you did is called fail to obey. It's a fleeing charge and it's a felony 3.
Okay.
If you'd like to go to jail on a felony charge, I'm good with it.
I will not.
All right. Well, then quit trying to talk your way out of this and just talk to me and actually tell the truth. Because I'm not stupid, okay? I know you're trying to play me.
Okay.
So why didn't you stop?
I just told you why I didn't
Because you
stop.
think
I
that
had no
you
other
think you're
reason.
smarter than everyone
Look what you
else.
just did to me. You just snatched me out my car. I rode the one that's
Why?
not to get my license, my registration. You ain't read me no right. You snatched me out of the car.
You're damn right I did. Why did I
Okay.
do that? Why?
I don't know. I
How
had
about
the
because?
slightest idea.
How about because
Run my name.
for
Run
300
my name.
yards I had my lights? How many different sirens did I turn on?
Listen, I'm a black man in
I'm
America.
asking you a
I am
question.
terrified of the police.
Mr. Black Man, I'm asking you a question. How many different sirens did I turn on? And how many times did I lay on my horn?
I have this like when you said pull over, I pulled over. You said throw the keys out of the car, I complied.
No, when I said pull over was back there when I turned my lights and sirens on. Get in the car.
Despite Smith's innocence, Officer Peppers attempts to justify his actions with excuses, including a malfunctioning system and a purported shots fired call down the road. These explanations only serve to highlight the lack of legitimacy behind the traffic stop. The situation becomes more perplexing as Officer Peppers questions Smith again about marijuana, alleging an odor from the car. Even though Smith possesses a legal firearm registered under his name, Officer Peppers continues to probe, showcasing a clear intent to find a reason for arrest.
Where'd you buy the firearm?
Pawn shop on Atlantic Boulevard.
Store?
Yeah, pawn shop.
You did the paperwork?
Yeah, it might be in the car.
Okay.
It
Well,
might
when'd
be
you
in
get
the
it?
car. It's been within a year.
Okay. So you did all the paperwork, the background check and everything?
Yeah.
So how come you can buy a gun but you can't have a CWL?
Hey, so what's the process of buying a gun, right? You go through the background. I bought guns my whole life, bro. I'm a veteran. I'm served 10 years in the
So
military.
why wouldn't you be able to get CWL is what I'm trying to get to.
But why is that an issue if I'm within my legal limit? That's what I don't understand.
Because I'm wondering if you're a prohibited possessor or just prohibited from purchasing or from what?
If I was prohibited from
I
purchasing,
know.
would not be able to
You don't need to know what it
purchase the
means. I know what
gun.
it
Right or wrong,
means.
right?
As the curtains fall on this disturbing encounter, Officer Peppers and his team find themselves grasping at straws, failing to unearth any valid grounds to infringe upon Smith's rights. The culmination, however, is marred by Officer Peppers' convenient tales of a malfunctioning system and an alleged shots fired scenario down the road, casting a shadow on the authenticity of the entire episode. But the climax doesn't conclude here. In a brazen act of violation, Officer Peppers and his colleagues tamper with Smith's mobile phone, halting its recording and relocating it within the confines of the patrol car. This audacious move not only raises eyebrows, but also questions the very essence of transparency, accountability, and the sanctity of personal property rights.
All right. Put your shoes on. All right, here's the deal. So my traffic program is messed up, so I can't write a ticket right now. And we have gunshots down the road that I'm gonna go respond to. So those two reasons are getting you out of the ticket tonight, okay? Your front windows are too dark though in your windshield, just so you know. Huh? Where you left it.
Following the incident, Smith files a formal complaint against the involved officers. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office acknowledges the complaint, initiating an administrative review. The outcome of this review remains pending public disclosure. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need for police accountability, transparency, and a commitment to upholding the rights of all citizens. The legal intricacies of the encounter underscore potential violations of the Fourth Amendment, emphasizing the importance of scrutinizing law enforcement actions. It becomes more and more important to continue shedding light on instances where justice must prevail. The community's trust in law enforcement relies on transparency, accountability, and an unwavering commitment to upholding the rights of every citizen. Stay tuned for further developments on this case. Please check out our previous video, where we cover another police encounter. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.